Well, g'day there traders right around the world. It's James here on behalf of Pivot Point Trading, bringing you some individual trade analysis updates and also management as we progress through to the open, which is going to be Monday, the 15th of September, 2014. If you like any of these stocks, or before we get into the individual trade analysis, if you like any of these stocks from Apple all the way down to XOM, you can see we follow Amazon, AXP, Baidu, CAT, FAS, Google, HD, JPM, Netflix, Starbucks, and XOM. If you want detailed analysis on these individual stocks, have a look at Pro. It's a class I do each and every weekend. Fantastic analysis class, analysis workshop, which is going to highlight to you aspects of technical analysis which you may not understand or may not be intuitively applying to your own trading, which is holding you back as a trader. What I'll do for you now, however, is move into some potential stocks which we're following, which look really, really nice, still progressing or moving into further into September 2014. So first of all, I want to bring your attention to MMM. Also, I just put out a market update video. So if you are interested in understanding what the markets are doing, the Nasdaq, the Dow Jones, and the S&P, have a look at that video. It's a really good theme anyway to understand leading into the week. Now, let's move into the individual trade analysis. First of all, we'll speak about MMM. We've got this bullish trigger here, about 145.93. We're just waiting for this particular stock to break out above this very, very significant resistance level here, about $145. It's been a bit of a hurdle. It's been a hurdle to overcome since June 2014. But the further we go across, or the further we move to the right without that decisive break, it only means that the break is going to come sooner rather than later. So we've just got this contingent order open at 145.93. The stock is still looking good. Just because it looks good, we don't want to trade it straight away. We're waiting for, of course, that confirmation that price wants to move higher. Now, if the markets break out, all right, MMM is set to move. Also, we're sort of setting up a little bit of a Bollinger Band squeeze right now. So this could be, again, the month of September could be the month that MMM breaks out. Keep a very, very close eye on this particular stock. Another stock which I've been following and speaking about in great detail has been CNX. This is really a Bollinger Band squeeze type of trade. We had a few triggers up here to catch the bullish breakout. If it did occur, we had targets up here about $45. However, it broke down a little bit. And we've just really, if I just zoom out and show you this in the greater context, all we've really done over here is just hit old resistance, which is going to act as new support. So what's actually happening is that the Bollinger Band squeeze looked to be breaking to the downside. It looks as if it's failed, and there's a very good chance that this stock is going to bounce off the support and break higher. So we've got two triggers on this particular stock, 39.15. I've got a secondary position anyway, or entry here at 39.60, where I'm going to be adding to my existing call positions on or based off from that analysis. Now, traditionally, there's a few indicators which are really working against us. You can see the exponentials are crossing. It looks as if they're acting as resistance, but I'm placing more weight of the evidence in the fact that we are retesting old resistance as new support. And this is a very, very macro area of support. If you cast your mind back to an eBay trade, which I spoke about, something that I might do in this particular video, it turned out to be an incredible trade. This is very, very similar. We also have some incredible bullish divergence. What this means is that from a trend perspective, or at least from the downside movement, it looks as if the sellers are becoming exhausted and the momentum is starting to shift to the upside. So CNX is a very, very good trade. On that type of subject, COP is also very, very similar. Again, I'll change to the Bollinger Bands. We had bullish trade triggers. I only want you to concentrate on these two right here. These were trades which we were speaking about a couple of weeks ago, and we were just waiting for them to trigger and trade us up to 85 or 84.20 and then up to $86.10. They haven't triggered. In fact, they've come back down. It's retested old support. Let me just zoom out a little bit. There's a little bit of congestion over here in June 2014. Not as much as CNX, but it looks as if from the candlesticks that this is going to be a whipsaw to the downside. We've got a very, very strong hammer candlestick at support, followed by a very nice bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. If COP breaks above 79.53, 79.78 or $80.11, this looks as if it's going to be a fantastic and incredible bullish trade up to these targets which I've just highlighted to you. It looks a bit messy at the moment, but please pay attention, and there's very, very good also volume coming in most recently in this move here. So either people are accumulating positions or they're starting to distribute them at this key area of support. Only time will tell what COP is set to do, but we are definitely covering that bullish side if in fact it does trigger. One more stock also is MON. This is Monsanto. Don't generally like to trade this company. However, very, very similar price action on a very, very important pivot point. You can see historically we've come down, we've bounced, and it looks based off this candlestick on Wednesday that we've got a very, very good hammer candlestick, a little bit of an inside day on Thursday, spinning top on Friday. But if we get a movement higher, it looks as if we are setting up a sideways channel in MOM. You can see right here, we've got one dip down here. And right now, as I'm recording this video, we've got bullish trades set up to enter into core positions if in fact Monsanto wants to move in our direction. So there are a couple of stocks I'm just highlighting or going over some additional stocks which I'm liking at the moment. What else do we have? We've got MA, looks like a very interesting trade. This is just another stock which I'm sort of following outside of our top 12 individual trade list. Looks as if we're in some form of a symmetrical triangle. It's not a very nice symmetrical triangle. It is a little bit messy on the sort of resistance side, but definitely the support looks pretty damn good. So, I mean, if MA starts breaking above to begin with 75.54, I should move this over to the right because none of these have triggered yet. These are all entries again, which I'm building positions, adding to positions, adding to positions, and adding to positions, right? Building a base in a trade moving forward. Now, if I zoom in on the Bollinger Bands, again, it's sort of reflective of a symmetrical triangle. It's not as nice as what, you know, textbooks sort of speak about, but the basic pattern, the basic functionality is definitely there. And if we get some nice moves above here, then we either need to measure this move right here and project it into the future, which gives us targets really up above 83, 82, or 81. Or we can sort of, I guess, highlight this type of move here, which really takes us up into that $85 vicinity. A couple of stocks also, we've got Apple. Apple's been a fantastic trade in pro. Very, very nice trade above $100.34. Amazon, definitely poised bidirectionally to move either higher or lower. Please have a look at the weekly video. Incredible trade on Amazon. AXP is profitable, from last week. 88.44 was the golden ticket, starting to break down targets at 86.53. Congratulations, traders. Sitting tight on Baidu. I'm not going to go into the analysis. That is for the pro students. I'm just recapping trades from last week. Caterpillar is another one. Entry was at 106.42. We're moving down to our target at 103.73. Again, congratulations. FAS really basing again. Spoke about that in pro. I'm not going to reveal exactly what is going on there, but again, students, all of that information is on the website. HD looks poised and perfectly set up for a bidirectional trade. JPM, again, this is one of my favorite trades. Just look at the price action for the better part of 2 years, completely sideways. Either we're going to roll over at this pivot point or we're going to break out. So please set up that bidirectional trade. Netflix, absolutely incredible. Have this set up in your account. Do not miss the coming move. Now, Starbucks and XOM are also plays which I broke down in great detail. That's why they have these green boxes, because there's a little bit more to the analysis which I can't really run through in this quick YouTube update. So check it out, traders all around the world. Have a fantastic Sunday, and also throughout the week, or the third week, Yes, the third week of trading in the month of September. I'll see you all during the week for a market update if in fact the Dow Jones wants to break out or above our arbitrary momentum triggers. All right, have a fantastic weekend, everybody. I'll see you all next week in Pro. Goodbye.